I charged a mid-size skincare brand $4,200 last month to tell them that 40% of their marketing budget was being flushed down the toilet. Most marketing agencies are still picking influencers based on vibes and follower counts. They are lighting client money on fire because they don't understand that vanity metrics are the easiest thing in the world to fake. I am going to show you the exact AI workflow I use to audit influencer campaigns, detect fraud, and predict ROI with 90% accuracy before a single dollar is spent. This isn't about being a middleman or a talent agent. This is about being a data-driven auditor in a $21 billion industry that is desperate for accountability. The industry is currently broken. Most brands find influencers by scrolling through Instagram or TikTok, looking at a high follower count and checking if the aesthetic matches their brand. They see someone with 500,000 followers and assume that equates to 500,000 potential customers. It doesn't. In the current market, it's estimated that nearly half of all influencer comments are either bot-generated or part of engagement pods, where creators just comment on each other's posts to trick the algorithm. When a brand pays for a post based on those numbers, they aren't buying reach, they are buying a lie. Most people trying to make money in this space try to start an influencer agency where they just manage talent. That is a race to the bottom. You end up babysitting 20-year-olds who don't check their emails. Instead, you should be selling the math. You should be the person who tells the CMO exactly which creators will actually move product and which ones are a total waste of time. To do this, you need a specific stack of AI tools, and you need to stop thinking like a fan and start thinking like a forensic accountant. The first tool in the stack is a discovery engine like Modash or Hype Auditor. These tools give you the raw data, but they don't give you the why. They show you the follower growth graphs. If you see a vertical spike of 10,000 followers in a single day followed by a flat line, that's a red flag for bot followers. But the real money is made in the deep analysis where these tools fall short. This is where you bring in large language models like Claude 3.5 Sonnet or GPT-4o. The workflow starts with comment scraping. You take a creator's last 20 posts and export every single comment into a CSV file. If you try to read these manually, you'll lose your mind. Instead, you feed this data into an AI with a very specific prompt. You aren't just asking, "Is this fake?" You are asking the AI to categorize the comments into 3 buckets: generic/bot-like, low intent, and high intent. Generic comments are things like fire emoji, amazing, or love this. These are worthless. Low-intent comments are from other creators or general fans. High-intent comments are users asking questions about the product. Where can I buy this? Does this work for sensitive skin? How long was the shipping? I recently audited a fitness influencer for a supplement brand. On paper, she had a 5% engagement rate, which is usually considered excellent. But when I ran her comments through the AI, we found that 82% of her engagement was just other fitness influencers swapping great gains comments. Her actual high-intent engagement from potential customers was less than 0.5%. By showing the brand this data, I saved them from a $5,000 partnership that would have returned 0 sales. I charged $1,000 for that single audit, which took me about 45 minutes of actual work. Once you have the sentiment analysis, the next step in the method is the ROI projection. You take the creator's average views, the percentage of high-intent comments you found, and the brand's average order value. You build a simple formula: views multiplied by high-intent percentage multiplied by a conservative 1% conversion rate. This gives you a true reach value. If the influencer is charging $2,000 for a post, but your AI-driven projection shows an expected return of only $800, you have just given the brand a massive piece of leverage. They can either negotiate the price down based on your data or skip the creator entirely. Either way, you are the hero. The proof is in the retention. Brands don't want to hire you once. They want you on a monthly retainer to vet every single person who DMs them for a collaboration. I have one client who pays me $2,500 a month just to run these audits on the 50+ inbound requests they get every week. I've automated the process so that when a request comes in, it goes into a Google Sheet, a script pulls the data, the AI analyzes it, and it spits out a buy-sell recommendation for the marketing manager. I spend maybe 3 hours a week maintaining this system. If you want to start this today, don't go out and try to sell a service. Sell a risk assessment. Every marketing manager is terrified of spending money on a campaign that flops. It makes them look bad to their boss. You are selling them career insurance. Your first step is to identify brands that are already active in influencer marketing. Look at the tagged section of big brands in the beauty, tech, or fitness space. See who's posting about them. Then pick 3 of those influencers and run a mini audit. Find one creator who is clearly using bots or has low-intent engagement. Reach out to the brand's head of growth or influencer manager on LinkedIn. Don't send a long, rambling pitch. Send a screenshot of the AI analysis. Say, I noticed you're working with creator X. I ran a data audit on their last 5 posts and found that 65% of their engagement is non-commercial bot traffic. You're likely overpaying by about $1,200 per post. I have the full report if you'd like to see it. That is an impossible email to ignore. You aren't asking for a favor, you're pointing out a hole in their pocket. When you get them on a call, don't talk about AI. Talk about audience quality scores and fraud detection. Use the AI to generate a professional PDF report that looks like something from a Big 4 accounting firm. Include charts showing the breakdown of comment types, the geographic distribution of followers versus the brand's target market, and the projected ROI. Most people fail because they try to be too techy. The brand doesn't care that you used a specific prompt. They care that you are saving them $10,000 a month in wasted ad spend. The pricing for this is where most people leave money on the table. Do not charge by the hour. Charge by the audit or by the percentage of spend protected. A standard rate is $150 to $300 per creator audit for one-off requests. For a monthly retainer where you vet all incoming requests, you should be looking at $2,000 to $5,000 depending on the volume. If a brand is spending $50,000 a month on influencers, paying you $3,000 to make sure that $50,000 isn't wasted is the easiest math in the world for them. The window for this is wide open right now because we are moving into the efficiency era of AI. In 2023, everyone was obsessed with using AI to generate content. In 2025 and 2026, the real money is in using AI to verify and audit content. There is a massive glut of fake creators and fake data, and the tools to sniff it out are finally powerful enough for a solo operator to use. You don't need a team of data scientists. You need a subscription to a data scraper, a high-level LLM, and the backbone to tell a brand that your favorite influencer is a fraud. Stop trying to make money by adding to the noise. Start making money by being the filter. Go to LinkedIn, find 5 brands in the mid-market range, companies with 50 to 200 employees, and send your first mini audit today. The data doesn't lie, and right now, the data is worth more than the content itself.